Welcome to the BallBusiness Playbook. On today's episode, we'll be talking about the frequently asked questions on the FIFA Football Agent Exam. It's going to be an interesting session. I would advise you stay to the end, like, share, and subscribe. I wouldn't waste so much of your time. I'll just go into it. So the first question is, what is actually Football Agent Exam? Football Agent Exam is the examination that you need to write and pass before you become a licensed FIFA agent. So for you to represent players in football, you need to write the exam, pass, then you become a FIFA licensed agent. Who needs it? Everyone needs it. Everyone that wants to go into the business of football agency representing players. And who can do that? Who can represent players? You can represent players, your mom, your brother, anybody, any person in the world can represent. So long as you have good character, you don't have any criminal record, you have not been declared bankrupt according to FIFA Article 5. So FIFA can ask for documents during checks when you want to register for this exam. So if you pass the checks, especially it's just a character check, and if you pass it, you become what? Eligible to write the exam. So yeah, no specific degree. You don't have to be a lawyer or anything for you to become a FIFA agent or to write the FIFA exam. So without wasting so much of the time, we'll go to the second segment. So the registration, when do you register and the timeline? So for last year, because this is 2025, for next year, we'll be looking at the registration period will be 45 days because we are using what happened this year to predict the future. So the exam is now once per year. There's a 45-day application window in 2025. That's this year. It was from March 4th to April 17th. So we are expecting a similar timeline for 2026. So look out for our blogs on Instagram or LinkedIn. Once the dates are published, you'll be able to see it. And I always tell people, it's nice you are prepared within that 45 window period. Just get all you need to do and register for the exam. And you wait for the approve. So once you're approved, you book a slot and language and pay the exam fee. So how much is the exam fee? This year it was, I think, $100, no refund, so 100 US dollars. So this year as well, we are looking at FIFA should be looking at that price range as well. So yeah, the most important thing, people ask, what does the exam test? The exam tests your understanding about the game, the FFAR, that's the FIFA Football Agents Regulation, the RSTP, the Disciplinary Code of Ethics, and the Clearinghouse majorly. So there's always a material that FIFA is going to release, and it's from that material that those questions will come from. The format of the question is 20 multiple choice questions in 60 minutes, and the pass mark is 75. That is, from 20 questions, you need to get 15 correctly. And note there are multiple choice questions. So for example, is who becomes a FIFA agent? Can you represent a coach? You get A, B, C, and D. That's how the questions come in. And sometimes two correct answers might be in a question, or sometimes even three. Sometimes all the answers are correct. And if you fail to pick one of those correct answers, you automatically get everything wrong. So that is the format for the question. And people ask, is it an open book? Of course, it's an open book. But what changed this year is, before you could bring in physical books, we used to make notes. I remember when I was writing my exam, I came in with my jotter, I came in with the printed material, but FIFA stopped that in the last exam. So we are not looking at an open book section in the real sense of it being open, but you may consult the study materials on the platform and use an unofficial translator tool. So, but you cannot open any other website on your computer or your laptop, no printed notes and no extra screens. So it is an open book, no open time. So if you're searching, like, then you're wasting time. So, but you can check the material, consult just the material on your computer. So a lot of people said, oh, there were so many glitches, there were so many tech errors and setup. So how do you prepare? I always tell people, come very prepared with your hardware. That is your laptop, your desktop with webcam, and your smartphone for the Invigilator app, and stable internet and power, which is very, very important. Then the environment, you should be an environment like this, not with all the lighting or the cameras, but an environment where it's just you, yourself, sat there. No other person can be in the room, because if there's any sound, or if they think, or if the invigilator watching you, sorry about that, comes in or feels that somebody's in the room, you automatically logged out of the exam. So the atmosphere or the environment must be quiet, it must be well lit, and it must just be you and you alone. You can't go to the cafes, you can't write it in the cars, you should be inside, and no breaks are allowed. So for full 1 hour, you are sat there with the exam. And trust me, the 1 hour goes very fast. It's like 15 minutes. So yeah, and you have to do a pre-exam readiness check. You run it when FIFA opens the window. I always say, do that before the exam, please. So you have to treat it, like I said, it's like a kind of live podcast. Get your internet sorted, get everything ready. So on the exam day, what do you do? On those big days, you come in like this, you are sat there, your laptop is on, your phone is there on the stand, you're checking your verification ID. Somebody comes in, the invigilator comes online and asks you to, move your cameras around or move your phone around to see that you're the only one in the room. You open your safe exam browser, then the invigilator starts. Once the invigilator is sure that you are the only one in the room. So yeah, the 20 questions, like we said, is an average of 3 minutes per questions. Some are scenario based, like they tell you a story in the question and you choose the right answer, and only full correct multiple response are there. So that is what it is. So the results, reviews, and receipt. Within 14 days of you writing the exam, you get your result. If unsuccessful, that's if you don't pass, there's a short window up to 3 days for you to review your attempt and give queries to FIFA and tell, okay, I think I got this question right, or you were logged out unjustly. You have that window to get your complaints to FIFA. And trust me, it's a lot of success stories, and some FIFA just dismiss them, some FIFA uphold their decisions, some FIFA tell them to come back and write the exam, and some FIFA just, after a couple of weeks, they said, okay, they check it and they make them pass the exam. So after you pass, what do you do? After you pass, you pay your licensing fee, which is usually $600 US. As an annual licensing fee, and you start your CPD. That's your continual progression course. You start your CPD course, and it's a yearly requirement that you need to do. So that is all the questions. If I've not covered any of the questions, you can ask them in the comment section or on our Instagram or our Twitter, and I'll just tell you guys the common mistakes to wrap this up. Don't under prepare because it's an open book. Don't think because it's an open book you can just stroll into the exam. I tell people, prepare as much as possible. Like, there are people who had already joined our classes even now, and we start preparation for the exam. Skipping time box, and don't skip preparation, don't skip the exam kind of scenarios. Yeah. And weak tech setup, that is another major pitfall you should try to avoid. Get your computers ready, get your internet up, get your phone ready. You don't want to have tech glitches on that day. And timing as well, you have to be conscious of timing. So yeah, that is everything. I hope this has really helped. If you want a kind of checklist on some of these questions, just comment and say checklist, and I'll be able to send that to you privately. I hope you have enjoyed. If this has really helped you, remember to comment, like, and share. Then most importantly, subscribe. Thank you so much, and hope to see you guys again.